U.S. investigators corroborate some aspects of the Russia dossier. Quote, intercepts do confirm that some of the conversations described in the dossier took place between the same individuals on the same days and from the same locations as detailed in the dossier. In November last year, NBC News reported that Trump's longtime bodyguard Keith Schiller testified to Congress that on the day of their arrival in Moscow, a Russian offered to send 5 women to Trump's Moscow hotel room. Schiller told members of the House Intelligence Committee that he'd laughed at the offer and said, "We don't do that type of stuff." According to Keith Schiller, he and Trump laughed about the offer on their way back to the hotel room that night. He then testified that he stood outside Trump's hotel room for a while and then he went to bed. One source telling NBC News, Schiller testified that he couldn't say for sure what happened during the remainder of the night. How should we think about this revelation?
Based on what I read, and I read pretty much what you read, it would be President Obama. He started it. And Biden was there with him, and Comey was there, and Clapper. The whole group was there. Brennan, they were all there in a room. Right here, this was the room. This is much more beautiful than it was.
President Obama knew about this. Vice President Biden knew about this. But it wasn't provided to the agents on the case or provided to the secret FISA court. Is that correct?
That's correct.
The Steele dossier was entered in the congressional record. Was it true?
I'm sorry, the Steele dossier?
The Steele dossier was entered into our congressional record. Was it true?
There is not a single substantive piece of information in the dossier that has ever been corroborated by the FBI or, to my knowledge, anyone else.
Of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard has unveiled shocking new evidence that former President Barack Obama and top aides in the Obama administration conspired to subvert President Trump's 2016 election victory and undermine the democratic will of the American people. While publicly pretending to engage in a peaceful transfer of power, in private, former President Obama went to great and nefarious lengths to try to sow discord among the public and sabotage his successor, President Trump.
There is irrefutable evidence that detail how President Obama and his national security team directed the creation of an intelligence community assessment that they knew was false. They knew it would promote this contrived narrative that Russia interfered in the 2016 election to help President Trump win, selling it to the American people as though it were true. It wasn't.